it's Becky and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going through a full new skincare routine with you. I apologize in advance if there's any noise in the background of this video because I don't have a house that has many walls. I don't have a house with many rooms, and my bathroom obviously has like a door that closes on it, but doesn't have great lighting in there. So I'm in my beauty room, which is at the top of my stairs, which is in the middle of my house, which doesn't have any walls. So apologies for the background noise. So I've spoken to you a few times over the years about my skin, and I've always had struggles with it. It's gotten to the point for me where I am just kind of over having acne all the time. So since I've had twins 2.5 years ago, it's been this huge long journey for me where I've always just wondered what was going on with my skin and when it was going to get better, and it turns out that it just doesn't. That's been really frustrating. It's really starting to stop me from doing things, and I know that that sounds really first world pains and really irrational. It's to the point of where like I don't want to do Instagram stories every day because I don't like my skin. I don't want to do YouTube every day and vlog and stuff because if I have to vlog, then I need to put my makeup on because my skin's so terrible and it makes me feel really insecure, and I don't really like that because I don't like saying that out loud because I'm trying to preach, you know, you're supposed to love yourself, and I really struggle with that. So I don't really know many people who don't struggle with that if they don't have the world's most perfect skin anyway. Anyway, I'm rambling. But what I really wanted to share with you today is my new skincare routine and what's happening with my skin at the moment. I've been to the skin center here on the Gold Coast and the skin center Medi-Spa as well. Dr. Freeman is a dermatologist who works at the skin center, and he is one of the top dermatologists in the country. So I'm very lucky to be working with them. This isn't a paid advertorial either, guys, so just so you know, and full disclosure as usual. Basically, I came to him and I said, look, I've got all these problems, I need help. And he said, this is basically what happens with women who are overachievers. People who work too hard or do too much, like because their body and their brain is going overtime all the time, then their skin seems to do that as well. Kind of makes sense, but I feel like that's like, you know, cheer squatting myself. I don't know what the word is. That's what he told me, so I'm just going to take doctor's advice. So we've nutted out a plan for the next 6 to 12 months, and that plan includes Roaccutane. So please don't come for me if you don't like Roaccutane. It's a choice that I've made and I'm really happy with my choice. Thing is with Roaccutane is it always gets worse before it gets better. So here I am 6 weeks in, absolutely stunning. Yeah, beautiful. So we've nutted out a bit of a plan with the melasma and the pigmentation as well, which here in my face, and I've got a few little acne spots here. These ones are quite cystic, which are the big ones under the skin, which you feel like you can never truly squeeze once you try. And then these are just the smaller ones that keep coming through here and there. I've also, yay for me, had a reaction on my eyelids to, I think it's one of two things, but I'm pretty sure I know which one it is. I think it's an eyeshadow. Great. And the 2 last times that I've used it, I've had a reaction, but I use, it's like it's this. Hang on, I'll show you. This is my new culprit. So I've only been using the brown on my eyelids. So far, not so good. The color looks nice, the reaction does not. So I'm gonna have to fix that. That's been fun. What I wanted to show you is some of the products that I've been using as well, and what I do in the mornings. So after I've had my shower and I've washed my hair, I would cleanse in the shower every morning, so obviously not after. And these are the 2 products that I use in the shower. This is the Everyday Cleanse. This is from BLOC. This is actually a brand that Dr. Freeman has created himself as well, and I have to say I am in love with it. It's changed my entire... Being on Roaccutane has changed my entire skin routine. So probably about 50% of the products used to use, I don't use anymore. And I've started using these ones simply because I want to go through with his entire guidance. Then we know exactly where we're at and I'm not doing things outside those lines. He has actually created a cosmetic company called BLOC Cosmetics. They do a lot of beauty and skincare, and they also do a few, what is it called? They do sunscreens as well. And the sunscreen is really important, which I'll get onto that later. But for now, I want to get to my beauty routine. So every day I have a shower morning and night, and in the mornings, this is my full morning skincare routine. In the shower, I use the BLOC Everyday Cleanse. This one is really simple. It's really nice to use on the skin, and I'm not going to show you how I put it on in this video, but you get the idea with the cleanse. I also take it off with a microfiber cloth. I use the Face Halo one. These are really good. Really, really great for the environment and great for getting stuff off your skin as well. So there's 2 cleansers that I use. That would be the morning one, and the night one, but 2 to 3 times a week, depending on how my skin feels, I'll also use the deep cleanse. This one actually has active ingredients as well, which I'm not using with the Roaccutane, but you can feel it working, which I really like. It kind of like tingles your skin. So once I'm out of the shower and I'm ready to put on my skincare for the day, I start with this one, which is the BLOC eye cream. So just a little pump on my finger, like that, little pea size together. Apparently you're always supposed to use the third fingers because they're the most gentle on your skin. And when you put them under your eye, that's like the softest and most fragile part of your face. So I try to use that finger there instead, and that's that. Pretty easy. This one's quite nice. I like the texture of this one. Because of my pigmentation and the different colors in my skin tone, I'm trying to even out that color and the pigmentation as much as I can. And this is one of their products called the Boost Your Bright. So I specifically apply this one to my pigmentation and the sunspots that I've got that have darkened the pigmentation in my skin, as well as the melasma. And then I put it directly over the top of the darker spots on my skin. The next BLOC product that I've been using in the morning is the BLOC Boost Your C. Now this one has also been well loved, so you might see a little bit of the branding that's come off there, but just because I've used it. Whoop-de-days. So just one full pump of that, and that will go all over the rest of my face. My dog has come to visit. She's deciding where she's going to sleep. There she goes. Happy? All right, the third and final moisturizer that I use every day in the mornings is the Repair Your Skin. This is one I use if I particularly feel a little bit dry, and I have been feeling a little bit dry with the Roaccutane, which is normal. The Roaccutane is supposed to stop the oil forming so much in your skin to then therefore stop all the breakouts, which also happens everywhere else on your body too. So sometimes my nails get a bit dry and brittle, and they are starting to crack around the outside and the cuticles, but sometimes on my face, and particularly around my cheek and chin area, it seems to dry out the most, which I can see here in particular where those wrinkles are starting to form, and it's just because it's just a little bit more dry than usual. Otherwise I wouldn't normally have them. So I keep the Repair Your Skin quite handy in the mornings. So I just put a little bit of this one, not too much, like a pea size, and then just apply around the bottom half of my face. The other thing I do in morning or night, today I'm just going to do it in the morning because it's a bit easier, is an eyelash enhancer. I've only started just using these, and I'll put a link in the description box down below about some of the good ones that I really like. This one is FEG Eyelash Enhancer. I've been using this for about a month now, maybe a month and a half, and I think I saw results within about a week. So normally they say 2 to 3 months just because that's the time that the growth happens within your lashes, but I'm actually excited to see these a lot sooner. Apparently you don't need too much, which I'd advise, because it doesn't seem to be that, it's not thick or gluggy, it's kind of like a more dense water kind of vibe, and you just put it on the top lashes and the bottom lashes, and you only need one layer at a time. When you're on Roaccutane, it's so hard to keep your lips hydrated, and this has been an absolute godsend for me. This is the BL Biology Lip Serum, and I can tell you now, it is so nice. Scroll up and apply. It's water soluble as well. I do have to apply it a bit more often than most. I love it. It's really nice. Now, we all know the #1 most important part of a beauty routine is sunscreen. Aren't wearing a sunscreen, you need to make sure that you get that in your beauty routine right now. Right now. It needs to be applied every single day, every single morning before you go out in the sun, and if you go out in the sun quite a lot, reapply it at lunch as well. Important things to remember when you're buying a sunscreen is you need a sunscreen with a UVA and a UVB. So what I would recommend for a UVA and a UVB sunscreen is the Actinica lotion. This is such a great sunscreen and I really love it. It's not sticky or oily, it doesn't feel greasy, it doesn't feel heavy on the skin. You can wear it with or without makeup, and I find within about 10-15 minutes about putting it on, it almost feels like I don't have any on at all. The last product that I have from BLOC, it's called Your Cover. This one is actually a zinc, and it's a full zinc stick. So I've loved and used this one, and you wind it up and use it exactly just like a zinc. What I normally do is one pump of the Actinica, particularly if I know that I'm going to be outdoors in that day, I ensure that I get one full pump of that, and I'll place it just on the main parts of my face, so my forehead, my cheeks, and on my nose. And then I apply the Your Cover underneath my eyes, around the side of my face, get my hair out of the way, over the tops of my eyes, and then down through my chin as well. What I find is this gives a good coverage, but then I can rub the colors in between together. As you can see, it is not a full coverage. It sort of gives me a bit more of a coverage without being too thick or cakey. I know I've got sunscreen on, but I don't feel as though I'm being suffocated by it, if that makes sense. So what I'll do now is just go through and put on a bit more BLOC. You'll cover my eyes and down my nose and on my upper lip as well. That just hides all the bits that I'd like to hide and gives me a bit more of a uniform color. And then even though I'm going to be just at home today, excuse my dogs, I'm going to just put a little bit more eyebrow. Sorry about the dogs. And just because I'm going to be home today, I'm going to add a little bit of eyebrow and a touch of mascara just to feel a little bit more done up. And then just before I finish, I add a little bit of the By Terry mascara. And that's it. Oh, actually, no, it's not it. Mascara. I'm using the Kevin Aucoin mascara. This one is a tubular mascara, and I love this one. It comes off really easily in the shower. And there you have it. That is my daily skincare routine, complete with BLOC cosmetics as well as a few of my extra favorite. And this is just trying to be really simple and really quick in the morning. Obviously it's taking me a little time on YouTube, but it takes almost next to nothing in the morning, probably 2 minutes to do. I'm just glad that you could come along the ride with me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's anything else you'd like to see, make sure you pop it down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you like this video, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks guys, bye.